Um, there's loads of different things about it, but I'll quickly show you. Here's a picture of the zone. The three parts of it. And then each gateway zone. Now the West Gateway Zone is going to have obviously the access to the 421. That's the entrance for the 421 coming into the bottom of the theme park. With the entrance, obviously the signs and stuff on that are going to be there. The other side is Willem train station. The top part, which is the Lake Zone, that's going to have in the corner at the bottom, right across the Manor Road. So Manor Road goes. Obviously, you can see Manor Road right here. There's Manor Road. Basically, Manor Road station is like that. Kempston Hardwick station is like here. But obviously, these two stations are going to replace it. So everything's going to be inside in this area. They picked it obviously because of the connections to London. Obviously, there's obviously the core zone. That's the field where obviously everybody has been. I've done videos from there, which I'm going to do again. This is the lake zone. This is the top part on the other side of Manor that used to be obviously the brickworks. Then you've got obviously that's still that. So that's where number 3. That's where I filmed before. It basically shows you where all the basically that's the other side of that gate I've always filmed on. Then you've got Willems, Wixham's, where that's where the train station is going to be, in Wixham's. This picture here that's the 421. So number Now, height of 157 meters. That's like huge. If they're talking about outlay zone, they're talking about 106 at one point, and then 106 obviously, and then 157 meters high up max, and bottom is 115 meters. That's attraction. So if you look at, I've got this, I found further down. So you've got, this is all that. So the blue bit is where the main part's going to be. That this the lines with a hash on, that's all going to be that. That's the main park. Now where's that? I found something earlier that I want to show you. So this is obviously all of the Universals, what they've done before. In Orlando, all the grass and how they. So obviously that's the signage and stuff that you may see. Obviously that's the Universal Orlando, but obviously whatever they decide to call it, it'll be Universal Studios, whether it's Great Britain, whether it's London. I would imagine it will be London because it's close to London. Unless it's just Universal Studios Great Britain. Then you've got obviously access, you've got the motorway, you've got Bedford. This is where obviously the middle bit where you can see the main drawing line. That's obviously where it is. And down to the M1 as well. But I was trying to find. So this is obviously like the routes coming in as well. So the big park. So you've got the red bits. That's like the main entrances. So obviously from the road. The one at the top. Trying to find that picture that I found there. Probably, unless I've missed it, probably further up. I don't know where it is. I might have gone past it. See if I can find it again. Had it earlier, I can't find it now. I think it's in this property. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So if you look at the 157 meters, right? But it's massive. It's huge, and the park's going to be really, really big. Obviously, the gateway zone will be like similar to that. So, the picture there, you've got the you can't hear. Two secs. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So yeah, so that bit there, that's where obviously the main the park's going to be absolutely huge. It shows that there's obviously going to be a multi-story car park there. I don't know about prices yet. Obviously, I don't know. I did see Digital Dan's last video. Uh, he said that obviously various. He said about different the prices probably will come out. Whether it's probably better getting an annual pass to it. Um, but yeah, it's quite basically it's quite. There's no at the minute. There's no sort of like view of what obviously we've seen like the main picture of what it looks like. There's no on the main thing before. There's no sort of like you know physical about what these rides are going to be yet. Um, it just shows you obviously the different what it can be and what they've done before. Um, and obviously the planning permission. The planning permission is absolutely huge. So I mean, I'll quickly if I can show you. So this is the planning permission itself. So it's like 6 documents. It's in 6 parts. The planning permission. It's absolutely huge. So obviously it's got environmental and figures and loads of things like that. So um, it's absolutely. Oh, sorry, Dave. Yeah. So yeah, it's the actual park um, size. It said about 500 room hotel on site. Obviously, got 2 train stations. They're talking about maybe Eurostar going in there. I don't know how much infrastructure that's going to take to get the Eurostar to go to Bedford. But it should be better, I think. Um, but it's going to be um, a massive investment for them, and the jobs and stuff that are going to come in are going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be mental. But there's no, as I said, there's no on the documents. There's no sort of uh, there's no like actual pictures of the actual place. Um, yeah, like obviously we've got the main obviously the main artwork that came out um, for it, which was amazing. Um, but obviously because of Universal Bedford, we had the main thing come out. Uh, and what was teased to say what was going to be in it. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing as far as I can tell. Um, yeah, I mean it's got so much. I mean, yeah, if you look at that, I mean it shows you like how much of the park's actually going to be there, and how much what's going to be um, what's actually going to be um, like where. So obviously you've got the West Gateway zone and the Lake zone. Obviously the core zone's where as I said, the main V park's going to be in the core zone. So I did read. It's quite a lot of detail in everything. um, I think They looks like they're planning to have all the different kinds of, like, obviously infrastructure, um, the power and stuff put in. So in the, as I said, in at the top part, let me go back to that map again. So where the lake zone is, so this top part of the lake zone, um, the top part of the lake zone, not the top part, the bot, where the core zone ends, on the left hand side, right in the corner, sort of next to where the the train station is now, so Kempton Hardwick train station. It looks like they've highlighted that area for like the utilities. So basically, it's where the power and that's going to come in for the theme park itself, um, and obviously the whole area, like the whole of the um, all of the area basically. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Obviously the rides, obviously the speculation of rides and things like that. Um, Obviously they're talking about obviously Back to the Future. Um, they're talking about Jurassic Park. Um, they're talking about a stunt show, maybe like James Bond, maybe. They can't have Harry Potter because in the UK it's different in Universal in America because uh, the UK Warner Brothers in the UK have got sole control of of Harry Potter in the UK. So you can't have Harry Potter. Jurassic Park you can have. They're talking about Minions Land as well. Other things. They're talking about Lord of the Rings. I think as well. That's been sort of like rumored in the different parts of the land. There's so many different. I'll see if I can find a picture of the artwork again. Let me have a quick look. Universal. Um, See if I can find it. Hold up. The project. Here we go. The project's got a picture of it, of the, and I'll share this screen in a sec. Um, See if I can make this picture bigger. I don't know if I can, but um, oh, there you go. I can make it bigger. Um, I think I can anyway. Um, See if I can swap the screen over. Oops, just messed my screens up now. Let me take this one off, and then I'll add another screen. Stop screen. Yep, stop screen. Stop screen. Um, Add another screen. Um, there we go. Right. So So yes, yes, we've got um, basically the actual park. So the bottom part is where the security is going to be. So this part at the bottom, then you've got the globe, and then in front of that, you've got the actual um, the entrance plaza, and then on the left hand side, that's all the hotel, and then the car park is, is next to it for the hotel. Hotel. Um, yeah, so it's not too bad. Um, obviously on the right hand side, obviously this hotel. Sorry about that. I lost my connection for a second. Oh, really sorry about that. Sorry, Carolyn. um, right, let's try that again. Um, I do. So can you see that now? Pardon me. Keep it. There we go. I'll try and make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so As I said, so this is like concept art. So if you have a look on the this side of it, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Basically on the left, on the so this left hand side where the universal sign is, that is supposed to be the left hand side is supposed to be if you not hear me properly. Let me change it. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Is that better? Better? You can hear me better now? Yeah, I think it was the connection. I think my laptop trying to deal with everything too much. I think, yeah, I think it was trying to deal with too much. So on the so on there you've got the obviously this main so if you have a look at that picture, the at the bottom you can see where sort of there's a globe at the bottom. That's basically going to be sort of like the entrance bit. So the security bit is going to be just in front of that globe, and then up from that you've got the entrance bit. So that's basically like the universal archways. They're talking about having Halloween Horror Nights as well. I'm not sure about how long the park's going to be open for. I think it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be. It's going to be later. Like later, obviously, for different shows and things, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it's it's supposed to be pretty pretty immersive. A lot of their rides are going to be pretty immersive, so it's going to be pretty spectacular. I understand the hotel is going to be amazing. It's like a 500 room hotel. So that on the left hand side, so where the car you can see like a car park. So it's just up from the plaza bit where the arches are. You've got that building that's sort of like in different directions and a bit sticking out the front of it, and then you can see sort of like cars in the middle of it. Basically, like in front of it. That's basically the car park for the hotel. Obviously, you've got the lake bit in the middle. That's going to be obviously for shows, for like water shows and stuff. I would imagine. The coaster that you can see on the right-hand side, on the left, above the Universal sign, that's supposed to be planned to be Back to the Future. I've understood. People have said.
And it's going to be, as I said, if it goes as far as higher than Shambhala, higher than it's going to be higher than Red Force. So it'll be the tallest in Europe. I understand. And then the coaster at the back is supposed to be Jurassic Park. Let me pull this up a bit. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Oh, it's too small now. Yeah, so the coaster that's in green. So you've got a blue coaster on the left. That's supposed to be obviously Back to the Future. The coaster that's in green that goes over the water, that's supposed to be Jurassic Park. Supposed to have Lord of the Rings, I think, James Bond, Minions, and other things. I don't know, but it's all speculation at the minute. Obviously, you've got all the shops and stuff at the bottom opposite the hotel. Yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing. Yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing. I know. Yeah, I mean, Carolyn, they're going to have Disney. Well, Universal will have small ones as well, small coasters as well. But Disneyland Paris have got loads of dark rides, loads of dark rides. You know, you've got Snow White, you've got Peter Pan, you have Pinocchio, you've got Carousel ride, you've got Small World, you've got Casey Jr. That's a really slow coaster. You've got Buzz Lightyear. You've got Ratatouille in the studio park. That's going to be called Adventure World eventually. Yeah, you've got loads of small like slow rides there for you to go to in Disneyland Paris. It's very, very, very cool. You've got Phantom Manor. Yeah, you've got loads of, and it's just the experience of it as well. Even the experience of Universal Studios. The actual, you know, the actual thing of it is going to be, you know, it's not just about the rides. It's, you know, the theme park itself is going to be absolutely on another level. It's going to, you know, Universal are like, it's going to be massively big compared to anything we've got here. So, you know, Merlin are going to have problems unless. Oh, you've got to buy the park tickets. Oh, okay. Are you going there? Are you going there as part of the cruise, or are you going there? Is it a part of? Are you stopping there as part of the cruise, or are you just going? Are you going to that part of the world anyway, or? No cruise. No. Are you staying on site then at Disney? Or are you going to look for a hotel outside or? Oh, okay. May 26th. All right. So you're going over there. Are you staying in a Disney hotel, or are you staying in a hotel close to Disney? I've always stayed in. They've got budget hotels there. Next cruise 2 weeks around Norway, Denmark, and Germany. Oh, that'd be awesome. Are you in the Disney Village? Oh, mate, amazing. What hotel were you staying in? Oh, cool. Amazing. Very cool. Yeah, you'll really like Disney. It's an amazing park. Both the parks there are awesome. Um, the people there are friendly. The staff there is friendly. They're very helpful. Yeah, it's really good there. We love it there. It is amazing. Okay. Yeah, so it's Universal is going to be absolutely epic. Well, well, Epic's finished now and open. So it's going to start being built in 2026 and it's opening in 2031. Yeah, so it's going to be amazing. Obviously, I'm going to pop by there tomorrow or Sunday. Oh wow, first flight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean flights are cool. You might be a bit nervous, but they're very. You know, I mean, I've never flown to Paris before. Charles de Gaulle probably. I've never. Um, um, but I've never flown there before. I've always either got a coach or I've been by coach before. I've been by train, been by Eurostar. Um, yeah, so and I've driven. It is one of the safest ways to travel. It's such a it's. I mean, you're going to be up and down really quick. So, I mean, it's only Paris, so you're not going to be that. You're not going to be from Birmingham. You're going from Birmingham, obviously. Birmingham to Paris is not going to take very long. Probably an hour, maybe less. An hour, I think. Yeah, so not long time, and then you just got to get from the airport to your hotel on a train. There's a train that an hour, yeah. So it's a short flight, very very short. So you don't worry about it. I've flown to America, and I've flown to all parts of Europe. So don't worry. It's safe. Cool. Yeah, Paris. I've never been to Paris itself. Obviously, you've got Parc Asterix is not far. It's between Disney and Charles de Gaulle. I don't know what it'd be like to commute into there, but Paris is lovely. So such a historical city. Loads of different stuff. Obviously, you've got all the different. You've got the Eiffel Tower. Nottingham Park. Okay. You've got all the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame and the Champs-Elysees and Arc de Triomphe. So it's an amazing place. You'll enjoy it. It's such a good city. It's such a lovely city anyway. Disney. Yeah, Disney's on another level, so you'll love it there. You'll spend. I don't know how much time you're going to spend there. How many park ticket days you're going to get. I would say if you've never been before, been around Paris on an excursion. Oh, cool. Perfect. I would say give yourself a couple of days because 3 days. Okay. 3 days for Disney. Yeah, you're going to need 3 days. You're definitely going to need 3 days. 100%. Because if you've never been there before, you're going to need to find your way, find where things are. I mean, I know that place off by heart. So if you need any advice about any tips or whatever, let me know. I'm sure I'll be able to help you out. About different things, like the routes and stuff, and inside the park and where things are, and I mean it's all pretty simple, but not buying the so plenty of time for ride queues. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Yeah, I mean you've got you've got loads of things. You can look around. It's lovely. It's an amazing park there anyway. Both parks are amazing. There's a lot of work going on in the studio at the minute because they're planning for, obviously, the World of Frozen is going to open next year. and also you've got I think the first part's been finished now. The Studio One, I think that's finished. But it's going to be called Adventure World or something. I think they changed its name to, which is the second part. It's pretty lovely. So nice. As I said, the characters are all there, and and the dark rides are amazing. They're proper old school, and yeah, it's really, really good. We love it there. We are planning to go back next year. Hopefully we're going to go in September next year. Obviously, after we get married in April, we will then go to there. What did you say, Dave, about tomorrow? You said something, didn't you? What about tomorrow? What about? Oh yeah, so tomorrow, we're going to Warner Brothers Studios London for the making of Harry Potter. It's 20 years of A Goblet of Fire. So we're going there tomorrow. So I'll do a video from there. Yeah, it's 20 years of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So there's all that stuff. It's the normal Warner Brothers tour, but it's got more stuff in because of the Goblet of Fire. It's really cool. It's amazing there. It's just near Watford, in London, just outside of London. So it's nice. It's got loads of. It's mainly sort of like all like the props and the costumes and a lot of the actual main buildings and stuff, and the effects that were used, and a lot of the. I mean, like the Great Hall is there in full like full size, and you've got all the different, and it shows you how all different stuff on all the costumes that were used and all that sort of stuff like that. But the overlay, there's a little bit of an overlay to do with obviously the Goblet of Fire, so there's extra bits been added to it to make it sort of exclusive just for that, basically. On another note, I heard my brother and his wife and his 2 children found their Fearless 2 days ago on Hyperia for the first time, and they said, my brother said he screamed. And I think I think they all just loved it, but it was over well too quick, and they sort of didn't take everything. I said, "What was your favourite element?" They said, "We don't know. It was over really fast." So Hyperia is the yeah. So hands up to them for finding their Fearless on Hyperia, which is good. But obviously, I haven't been to a theme park in a very long time. I haven't been to a theme park since September last year. So, well, I went. Well, before, actually, no, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I went to Adventure Island, and I went on Rage, and I went on Vertigo. I found my Fearless last year. So yeah, that was good. Yeah. Yeah, so if you need any tips for Disneyland Paris, please let me know. And I will help you out as much as I can. I may... Yeah, so yeah. Pleasurewood Hills. Yeah, I didn't. I've never been to Pleasurewood Hills. I've got a ticket to Pleasurewood Hills because I'm a Drayton Manor pass holder. I've got 1 3-day ticket to Pleasurewood Hills. But I haven't, as I said, I haven't used it at all. I mean, I got it. When did I get it? Before I knew I got not well. I think I got it like we've only been to Great Yarmouth this year. Oh, okay. Yeah, Great Yarmouth's lovely. So you went on the roller coaster. Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach. That's an awesome park. That roller coaster's been there forever. You like the brakeman, Dave, on that? It's cool, right? Sits on the train and slows it down with a handbrake. It's really good. Anyway, I am going to go. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks everyone for dropping in. And any future stuff, please check out all the construction from recently and everything else like that. And I'll see you later. Bye for now.